Hello student, today we start unit number 5 PCB design and topic is introduction. So first thing is PCB is an acronym of printed circuit board that help in connecting the electronic component with pads, tracks and lines incorporated on a laminated copper sheet. Everybody's seen the PCBs during your practical sessions. Being an electronics engineer, you know that how the PCB it is considered as an insulating material which can be developed using epoxy on which copper layer is laminated. So PCB design has been evolved in an amazing way and revelated the latest technology. So PCB is a copper laminated and non-conducting printed circuit board in which all electrical and electronic components are connected together in one common board with physical support for all components with base of board. PCB are most commonly made out of fiberglass, composite epoxy or another composite material. PCB is found in many electronic devices like television, mobile, digital camera, computer parts like graphics card, motherboards. It also used in many fields like medical device industry, machinery, automobile industry, lighting, etc. etc. In your home appliances, that is the defined mobile and television. Everybody knows that PCB is exist in the such type of devices. So before the inception of the PCB, professional used laboratory method of point-to-point wiring to connect the electronic component. This method was costly and lead to most complicated design. In order to get rid of end-to-end wiring and make the circuit design hassle-free, first PCB was developed by Australian engineer Paul Isla. So, with the passage of the time, demand of electronics become prevalent. This made professional things they should come up with an ideal solution that made the electronic cheap and incorporated in the lesser space. This was the start of PCB, revolutionary in the electronic industry with lots of innovation and productive ideas. Mostly PCBs are composite of composite material, composite epoxy and fiberglass. So these are the most common component used in electronic device that makes the circuit design sophisticated and compact. PCBs common in different layers, multi-layer designs. PCB used in simple electronics are composed of single layers. Most compact and advanced hardware like a graphics card and motherboard are composite of multi-layers PCBs. PCBs are not associated with computer only, they are widely used in advanced electronics including the digital cameras, cell phones, televisions, scanners, automatic control systems. These are the few applications are given. Almost we can say that the all electronics devices, electrical devices without PCB we cannot make a such type of product, right? So earlier PCB are made up using through hole technology where electronic component were mounted with lead inserted through hole and were soldered solder on the other side of the board. So based on the requirement, board can be single side or more advanced double side with components placed on both side of the boards. Okay, we know that. So mostly uh, availability, or we can make the single sided PCB easily. Okay, because one side copper and one side is the insulating material are exist. We are inserting the component from the insulating side and soldering we can make towards the PCB where the copper layers are exist, where the copper layers are exist. So in that point we can mount the component from the isolated, and in the copper side we can make it solderings. Once we can make the soldering, then our task means before that the different process we know that the how to PCB will be processed by using that respective flow charts, how they can proceed. But in the PCB designing, very challenging task is if if we are designing any project at that time, how the compact design can make, that is very challenging, and that compact designing is possible by using the nowadays different softwares. We know that in our college also. So Proteus is very famous softwares. Okay, too. Atlas is another one. Spice is another one. Like that, the different near about 10 to 15 softwares are available for the PCB designing. So those are familiar. They can few softwares having the facility, we can draw the that circuit diagram and you can give the command, or we can execute the draw the layout. So immediately in the fraction of minutes they can create the layouts. So these are the facilities are available in the softwares. Few softwares we have to create a layout itself, take the printout, then mirror image we can print out on the PCB, right, or draw that mirror image by using the different techniques. Then by using the permanent marker or by using the different solars, using different techniques we can utilize. Then we can do that etching process, means what are the that respective un requirement, or we can say that the where is the that path is not exit, layout not exit, that respective copper slab will be removed by using that PCB etching process. This is one of the way. By using the machineries now, in the very small machineries are exit in the markets now, we can make a such type of PCB within a 5 to 10 minutes. It is possible. Initially it required a half hours, and we can put that PCB boards in the one tray, and half hour or 1 hour we can that tray we can rotate like this one. Inside in the PCB we can keep, and that chemical are already put it on that means that PCB will be dip in that respective chemical, and that tray we can rotate up to half hour and 1 hour. Then the PCB will be that copper will be removed. Now these are the old technology. Nowadays the machineries are available. Just insert the PCB in that respective machinery, and just you can push the button. Then automatically the spray will be fire on that PCB, and where is the tracks are not exit, patch are not exit, path are not exit, that respective copper will be removed. So these are the simple way of designing of the PCB. Okay, so we'll see here is the one is the earlier PCB design through the whole techniques. We'll see the diagram how they can do it. See, these are the component, and this component are legs we can say that, or inserted in this one. Okay, these throughout hole, and these are the copper track, right, and this is nothing but your PCB printed circuit board. Okay, so through hole part can be installed horizontally with two leads that are bent at 90 degree. Insert the part in the board solder and the lead and trim of the ends, right. So these are the one of the techniques. Then second is your surface mount technology. Okay, in the surface mount technology was came into the 1960 and become commonly used in the 1990. So instead of using wire lead to pass through the hole, component came with small end caps which were soldered into the PCB surface, and component placed on both sides of the PCB was the common choice than through hole technology, and providing a much larger circuit design with a relative smaller PCB assembly. So these are the second, we can say that the surface mount component are 10 times smaller. These are the very important. Surface mount components are 10 times smaller through hole component, making them ideal choice for the cost of the battery. Obvious, the surface mount device is leg over whole device because of low cost and compact size. Okay, so obviously the requirement of that cost of that PCB will be reduces if you choose the small part. Okay, so the cost also reduces. So these are the surface mount technology, component mounting, and these are 10 times smaller. So again, these are the component body, component contacts, solders. These are the PCBs. So, so in this way we can that PCB we can make or manufacture with the different technology. Okay, so thank you guys. I hope you understood these are the concept of basic introduction of the printed circuit board. Okay, so the basic parts is already covered in the uh, in your, I think, first year also, but still it is required as per your syllabus contents. And whenever we are designing the initial practical at that time, we these are the one of the most important aspect is the PCB. Okay, so use the any software those you are having the very good hands on that respective software as per your choice, and design the such type of very small, starting with the very small circuit like a designing the power supply, and then we can go for the implementation of the mini project. Okay, thank you guys.